Hi Elsick Valley, thanks for joining. Couldn't see who else joined there, sorry about that. Nuke Lalouche, hi Nuke, thanks for joining. Currently live streaming from the streets of the real Japan. Let me know where you're viewing from. It'd be good to know where you're at. Hello, thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hi. I'm in Ashiya city in Japan. Going to be heading over to Kyoto shortly, just walking down to the train station, pick up my train, see some more of these wonderful autumn leaves. For those who don't know, my name's Rob Dyer. I run a Japan travel blog called The Real Japan, therealjapan.com. If you've not checked out the website, by all means please go over and do that after the broadcast, and subscribe if you like it, you want to see more of this stuff. I've got a YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/therealjapan, where I've got some other periscopes from the past. I might also do some live YouTube streaming actually this time. I've never done it before, but I did a poll. Hi Nonchalant too. No, I don't live here year round. My wife's Japanese and we split our time between Japan and the UK, where I'm from. But I spend a few months here every year to obviously create content for my blog and all my subscribers and followers. From Philadelphia. Oh, cool, excellent. How's the weather in Philadelphia at the moment? It's in the UK it was freezing when we left. It was literally freezing. There was ice everywhere. It was sort of minus something overnight. And arrived back in Japan day before yesterday. Well, yesterday morning, early time morning. And yeah, much milder here, nice and warm. A little bit humid, not too much. No, I don't speak the language. Taihen skoshi wakarimasu. I only understand a little bit. And oh, creepy looking bug there. Spider. No, I don't speak much of the language. I've got enough sort of survival Japanese to get by on my own when I'm travelling around and so on. But yeah, I'm not good with languages. I'm keen, but I'm just not good. I can't help that. Rainy and cold, sorry to hear that. Half the year, really. Yeah, that was part of the reason we come here. We tend to come here in the autumn and spring and winter. Japan's summers are really hot and humid, really hot, really humid, and we don't like either, so we avoid that. There's not that many Brits in Japan. There are a few. There's a guy, I've got a friend called Rich who lives nearby. He's in Kobe. I'm meeting up with a guy called Chris, who's in a very similar situation as myself. He lives out here full time though. His wife's Japanese, and he's got a website called Food Tours Japan. So if you're interested in all things Japanese food, check out his blog. And I'm having I do an annual meetup where people who follow the Real Japan, customers, subscribers, followers, etc., can get together and we'll have a drink and a bite to eat, and just a social thing really, to get to meet each other for the first time, sometimes for the second or third time. And I'm having that on the 30th of November at the Harbour Tavern in Kobe from 5 p.m. So if you're around and you want to come along, by all means join us. It's free to get in. Just buy your own food and drink if you want any of that. I'll be giving away a prize of a Japan travel goodie bag. So there's a little incentive for you. Hi Richard, thanks for joining. Thanks for the hearts, people, much appreciated. As you can see, I'm not on Periscope very often. I did a poll online recently about which channel to use. The problem with Periscope is that most people have never heard of it. I think for me, it's the best platform for streaming that I've used. Bit blotchy, yeah, sorry about that. Might be the Wi-Fi. I've got Wi-Fi on it, but might be a slightly dodgy connection. Yeah, I like the architecture in Japan, actually. You think it could be, yeah. Well, as obviously there was a big American influence after the war, and that's, you know, that definitely had an impact on Japan's streets. Because a lot of when they built new cities, they did a lot of laying the cities out in a grid format. So following the American example, whereas the kind of natural Japanese street layout is like what it is back in the UK or in England where I'm from, which is just higgledy-piggledy, as that means kind of all over the place and just messy, and largely because it's just an old country. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, I ran some polls on social media recently about which channel to do some streaming on, and I sort of suggested the obvious ones, kind of Periscope, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Instagram. I hate Instagram, so I'm on there if you want to check it out, the Real Japan Guide. But yeah, as an interface and just the whole thing, I just don't like it. So, you know, people are on there, so I've got a presence on there, but I don't like it as an interface. But Periscope for me is the best one I've used. But most people voted for either Facebook Live or for YouTube Live, and I just did my first Facebook Live, actually. It was on my personal Facebook page, so that was only visible to friends and family, I think. But I tried that earlier, and although I could see who was joining, there was no comments. I couldn't see any comments, so I don't know if there's something in the settings I can do about that. I don't know if any of you guys have used Facebook Live, and if you can tell me what you think of it. But I quite like YouTube, and I've got a lot of videos on YouTube already, and I've got my previous Periscopes on YouTube as well, so it kind of makes sense to me to do more live streaming on YouTube. I could do that. I'll give Facebook a go because that's where a lot of people are, but again, I'm not a massive fan of Facebook. But oh, there is a comment thing on Facebook. Oh right, okay, that's interesting to know there's a delay. Yeah, that's pretty useless. I mean, it's tough enough when you're walking and talking. Well, you know, I'm not a great multitasker. Oh, the audience is limited. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, the main reason to do Facebook Live, frankly, would be because that's where most people seem to hang out. I say most people, you know, a lot of people. Demographics different, obviously, on the different channels. Instagram tends to be a younger audience. Facebook a slightly older audience, more my sort of demographic. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of followers. I've been on Facebook for quite a few years as the Real Japan, so I've got quite a lot of followers there. So it just kind of makes sense for me to do it. But if I can't use the interface and I can't chat to people easily, then I don't really see much point, to be honest. I don't know why Twitter don't just... I mean, Twitter bought Periscope, this platform, a few years ago. I don't know why they didn't just rebrand it Twitter Live. I mean, they should just do that. And at a drop of a hat, they'd just get loads more viewers instantly. I mean, when I was polling about it recently, most people hadn't heard of it. And when I said it was Twitter Live, they were surprised. Yeah, that's interesting what you say about Facebookers aren't really there to watch. You might well be right. I mean, you know what Facebook is like in just trying to keep people on its platform. That's what I don't like about it. It's so dominating and controlling. They just have to own everything. You know, why can't they just have people have their Facebook pages and live stream elsewhere, and then provide those live streams, you know, on Facebook? Why not? Yeah, I mean, this is quite a nice place. This is a really nice restaurant here in Ashiya. I haven't been there for ages. In fact, I've only been there once, but yeah, I think it's quite pricey, but it's a lovely looking place. Yeah, when I tend to do these live periscopes, because of the time difference, I tend to get a lot of viewers live from the US, which is good. But I get a lot of replays as well. So if you're watching on a replay, hello. Thanks for watching the replay. Just to recap, my name's Rob Dyer. I run a website called therealjapan.com. I've got a blog on there where you can read about my adventures and travels in Japan. If you're looking for wall-to-wall Tokyo stuff, it won't be for you. If you're looking for stuff off the beaten track, then it will be for you. I've been traveling in Japan for 20 years. My wife's Japanese, and we split our time between the UK and Japan. So check it all out on therealjapan.com. Please subscribe. Get my weekly Japan travel bulletin. Loads of good stuff in there. Are there bad restaurants in Japan? Fair comment. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, you listened to the test match? Are you a cricket fan? Yeah, there are bad restaurants in Japan like anywhere. I'm sure you're probably meaning that in jest, but yeah, on average. Oh, good morning. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, on average, the food here, you know, is just excellent. A few weeks back, I was in the UK, in London, and I went to a 2 Michelin star restaurant. It was a birthday treat for somebody, so I don't normally do these sort of things, but it was the most expensive meal I've ever bought. And it was good, it was really nice, but you know, you could have the same thing here in Japan and it would cost you a fraction of the cost. You know, the standard of food here is excellent. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there aren't that many bad ones. The other thing is, Japan is kind of like super competitive. So if you've got a bad restaurant, you just go out of business soon. Anyway, I'm just reached my destination, the train station. I'm off to Kyoto later, so I might live stream from there. I'm going to go to a flea market. Thanks to everybody for checking in. I'm going to head off now. And thanks for the hearts, appreciate that. Subscribe and check me out on therealjapan.com. See you soon. Bye.